Hi there, I'm Joel Kerin, Senior Financial Advisor with Ally Wealth Management. In today's video, I just want to touch on a very topical question which I get asked, and that is, do I need to make a repayment on my HECS or HELP debt as a non-resident of Australia? A couple of things to go through here, so let's dive straight in. In short, the answer to the question is yes. It's likely that you will have an obligation to continue to repay your HECS or HELP debt. The ATO requires anyone with a HECS or HELP debt to declare their worldwide income. Now, the income threshold currently sits at about 47,000 Australian equivalent dollars. So if you're earning income in any other jurisdiction, including Australia, and your income levels are in excess of that threshold, being approximately 47,000 Australian dollars, then it is likely that or necessary for you to make a HECS or HELP debt repayment. Another thing to consider is, should I make additional repayments or voluntarily repay my HECS or HELP debt? Now, this comes with a very large, broad list of considerations. So it's important to consider your own personal financial situation here and whether you have other debts that should be taking preference to that of HECS or HELP debt. HECS or HELP generally does not incur interest. It does, however, index with CPI each year. So CPI generally runs much less than most other personal debt, i.e. credit cards, personal loans, or even sometimes mortgages. So it's important to consider what debts are we repaying or taking preference to over others. So in conclusion, yes, you need to report your worldwide income back to the ATO so they can calculate your mandatory HECS or HELP debt repayment amount. And also consider whether it's worthwhile paying off that debt in advance or whether you should be directing cash flow elsewhere. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope this helps clarify some key questions that you may have, but feel free to reach out if you've got any further questions, and please like, subscribe and follow for our other videos. Thanks so much for tuning in.